I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees. They anticipate a serious storm. But these levees got breached, and as a result, much of New Orleans is flooded.
He didn't think anybody had anticipated that.
Liar.
Saturday before the storm hit.
If we had a direct hit of Category 4 or 5, and maybe even a Category 3, we would be totally inundated with water. You couldn't pump it all out.
I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees.
The levees in Jefferson Parish, with the tidal surge that is presently forecast, will be topped. We can expect our community to be significantly underwater and for a number of days.
I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees.
This is a city built on the coast in an area that has hurricanes in it, that is built below sea levels, and that is a super. People have talked for years about whether it makes sense to have a city like that.
I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees.
It looks like Hurricane Sluggo is headed right for us here in America's wetlands.
That's right, and since New Orleans is below sea level, if a hurricane hit us directly, it could push the water over the levees and fill it to the top. Let's act now before it's too late.
Roger, listen, we need to calm down here. Is there anything y'all can do from y'all then to call these agencies at a higher level and get some images down here?
Airdrop, water, food to people. Why can't they do that to their own people?
Good morning, America, how are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone when the day is done.
New Orleans is sinking, man, and I don't wanna swim. It keeps on raining, levee's gonna break.
I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees.
When the levee breaks, have no place to stay. Welcome to New Orleans.
Federal, state, and local governments are working side by side to sustain lives by ensuring adequate food, water, shelter, and medical supplies for survivors and dedicated citizens, our dislocated citizens.
At that time, he was making a big deal about telling the nation that the convention center had been secured.
FEMA's moving supplies and equipment into the hardest hit areas.
All they had done, as Geraldo Rivera actually reported on Fox, was they locked people in.
This is it. This is it. No sugarcoating, no political spin, no Republicans or Democrats. People suffering. Let them go. Let them out of here. Let them walk over this damn interstate and let them out of here.
I want to get some perspective here, because earlier today the images...
That is perspective.
Hang on a second.
That is all the perspective you need.
Hang on a second.
Anyone who walks up out of that city now is turned around.
I don't know, man. I don't let them walk the hell out of here. Let them get on that interstate and walk out to the Walmart on the other side of the river, to some other town, some place where you can help them. All you got here is thousands and thousands of people 6 days later, same clothes. Where do you think they're going to the bathroom? They don't wash their hands. They don't wash their face. These babies, there are so many babies here. What the hell?
Come on and rescue me.
6 feet of water in the streets of Louisiana.
You simply get chills every time you see
Louisiana.
These poor individuals, so many of these people.
They're trying to wash us away.
They are so poor.
They're trying to wash us away.
They are so poor.
Some people got lost in the flood.
And they are so black.
Some people got away all right.
I'm white and I'm alright. I said white.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Here's Barbara Bush.
So many of the people in the arenas here, you know, we're underprivileged anyway. This is working very well for them.
They're being drawn to careers of service when the manpower of government is stretched thin.
So we headed down to finally bring presidential leadership to the disaster zone.
President come down. President say, little fat man, admit a shame what the river has done. This poor cracker's lane.
Out of the rubbles of Trent Lott's house, his hat lost his entire house. There's going to be a fantastic house, and I'm looking forward to sitting on the porch.
Michael Chertoff, the Secretary of Homeland Security, sounds like he doesn't know what's been going on at the convention center in New Orleans for the past 2 days.
I have not heard a report of thousands of people in the convention center who don't have food and water.
Michael Brown, nominated to the post by President Bush, Director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and Director of the retarded mismanagement of Hurricane Katrina.
Confirmation hearings for this guy were 42 minutes long. and only 5 senators showed up.
Hey there, people, I'm Michael Brown.
Every person in that convention center, we just learned about that today.
So you're not telling me
those bodies that are there.
So you're not telling me you just learned that the folks at the convention center didn't have food and water until today, are you? You had no idea they were completely cut off?
The federal government did not even know about the convention center people until today.
You just found out about it today. Don't you guys watch television? Don't you guys listen to the radio?
I'm George W. Bush, disrupting communications, and I approve this message.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
The FEMA director's working fine. Although, Blackie, quite frankly, I've seen you in better shape.
George Bush ain't a gold digger, but he ain't okay with no broke niggas. George Bush don't like
black people. Katrina exposed serious problems in our response capability at the federal government, and the federal government didn't do its job, and I take responsibility for what went wrong. Are we incapable of dealing with a severe attack or another severe storm? And it's in our national interest that we find out exactly what went on and what went wrong.